Welcome to this video lecture. In this video, we will see how to analyze circuits when there is a discontinuity in inductor current. So to illustrate the process, I will consider a simple circuit shown in the diagram. So it consists of a 12 volt DC source and two resistors and inductors. And there is a switch connected across a series combination of 4 ohm and 1 Henry. And we will assume that the switch had been in the closed position for a very long time, and at t equal to 0 the switch is suddenly opened, and we are interested in calculating the current that will flow through the inductor L1 and the current that flowing through inductor L2 just after the switch is opened, that is IL1 0 plus and IL2 0 plus. So let us consider the circuit just before the opening of the switch, that is at t equal to 0 minus. So this is the circuit at t equal to 0 minus. The switch is in the closed position. So the current will flow through the path indicated by the dotted lines since the switch is in the closed position. So it is evident from the figure that there will not be any current flow through the inductor L2. So we can directly write IL2 of 0 minus is equal to 0, and now we have to calculate the current that will flow through L1, IL1 of 0 minus. Since this 4 ohm 1 Henry series combination is short circuited by this closed switch, there is no voltage drop across these two elements. So this entire 12 volt will be dropped across this 4 ohm and 2 Henry. Since it is mentioned in the question that the switch is closed for a very long time, so the circuit will be in steady state at t equal to 0 minus. Since the circuit is in steady state, the current that will flow through this path will be a steady current, a constant value. So there is no di by dt. Di by dt will be 0. So there is no voltage drop across this inductor L1. So the entire 12 volt will be dropped across this 4 ohm resistor. So by Ohm's law, we can write the current in the path IL1 0 minus will be equal to 12 volt divided by 4 ohm. So that is 3 ampere. Now we will consider the circuit at t equal to 0 plus, that is just after the switch is opened. So this is the diagram for t equal to 0 plus condition. So the switch is opened. So all these elements are in series. So by virtue of Kirchhoff's current law, the same current will flow through both the inductors. So we have to calculate IL1 0 plus and IL2 0 plus, and from the figure we can see that both the inductors will carry the same current. So we can write IL1 0 plus will be equal to IL2 0 plus, and it is equal to a unknown value I of 0 plus. Now there are different ways to calculate this value I of 0 plus. So we will use the constant flux linkage theorem to evaluate I of 0 plus. So constant flux linkage theorem states that in a closed circuit, the total flux linkages cannot change instantaneously if the circuit consists only of independent sources of constant magnitude and resistors and inductors of constant values, finite values. So we can write psi of 0 minus, that is the total flux linkage before the switch is opened, is equal to psi of 0 plus, that is total flux linkages after the opening of the switch. So flux linkages can be calculated by taking the product of inductance and the current flowing through that inductor. So flux linkage at t equal to 0 minus will be equal to L1 inductance value L1 multiplied by the current flowing through the inductor L1, that is IL1 at t equal to 0 minus, plus the inductor L2 multiplied by the current IL2 flowing through that inductor at t equal to 0 minus. So the values we have already know. L1 is 2 Henry and IL1 0 minus we have calculated, it is 3 amperes. L2 is 1 Henry and IL2 0 minus is 0. So the total flux linkages at t equal to 0 minus will be 6 Weber turns. Now we can evaluate the flux linkages at t equal to 0 plus. Now using the same idea, the total flux linkages will be sum of these two terms at evaluated at t equal to 0 plus. So L1 multiplied by current flowing through L1 at t equal to 0 plus, and L2 multiplied by current flowing through L2 at t equal to 0 plus. So we will get it as 3 times I of 0 plus. So by principle of constant flux linkages, we can equate these two. So by equating these two, we will get I of 0 plus as 2 amperes. So there are two more methods to evaluate I of 0 plus other than using this constant flux linkage theorem. One method is using singularity functions and another method is using Laplace transforms. But this method will give you the value of I of 0 plus in minimum steps. We can take up the other methods in the future videos. Thank you.